Good afternoon. Michigan Mike here, and today I'm going to make my sour cream cake. The kids have been dying for it, so whole family's been, even my adult kids that come over and hang out, they love the sour cream cake. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to move the saucepan because we're going to need that. In a medium bowl, we're going to add a half a cup of sour cream. See, I got a half cup of sour cream. Probably need something to dig that out sitting there. And I think I'm going to get a bowl for putting my stuff in to make it easier. This and this. So we got half a cup of sour cream. We need a tablespoon of baking soda. Or teaspoon, sorry folks, teaspoon of baking soda. And this is really fine. I like sifting my baking soda every now and then to kind of mix it up before anything goes bad. So and baking soda usually don't in my mason jars, so it usually stays pretty good, and it's all fresh. So you do want to make sure you have fresh ingredients. So we got half a cup of sour cream, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to need 2 eggs. One, 2, and try your best, you guys, to wipe up your mess. If you make a little mess, just keep it wiped up. Like the egg just made a mess. I should have it ready. And then we're gonna stir this up with my whisk. There it is, right there. And I'm gonna try to break up these eggs first. And you should always really crack your eggs first if you're going to do eggs. That way you can make sure they're good. But I know these are good. They're fresh. But you never know, So you want to mix this really, really good. Let's see if I can get the camera over just a little bit. And my mom was a chef. She taught me a lot of things, and this is one of the things we learned. And then the kids' grandmother, she had a really nice sour cream cake too. Okay, so we got this. We're going to set this aside, this bowl. We're going to set this aside somewhere right there. It'll be fine, I hope. Okay, we're setting that aside. So now in the medium saucepan, 2 sticks of butter. I got 3 out because I'm going to need one for probably the topping. Could make this go quicker and put it in the microwave, but I'd rather do it in the saucepan. It's my old-fashioned way. It's the way it turns out every time. I'm always afraid what real butter would work good in this. But all I have is Imperial. You need margarine. That would work. But real butter is the best. Farm fresh butter. That would be really good. Alright. So we got 2 sticks of butter. I'll put this on low. I need, you gotta have a cup of water and some cocoa. So let me go get the cup of, let me go get the cup of water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna add in the cup of water. Yeah, 1 cup there. I just poured a little bit. 1 cup of water. And I'm gonna dry this out too, because I want to use it for my sugar. And then I need 6 tablespoons of cocoa. I got a tablespoon, looks like, in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go 6.5 because, you know, it depends on the cocoa you got. If you got real dark cocoa, then add 6. If you got like a medium cocoa, 6.5 would be good. Alright. And Great Value now sells cocoa. I did not know that. They sell baking cocoa. So with that, you have to add just a little bit more because it's not. Okay, so we're going to heat this to boil. Or actually to melt. We'll just melt it all the ingredients, and we'll be back. So, we almost got all this melted. Make sure you keep stirring it. And then we're going to add, once it's done melting. But we got to get it to a boil. So we're going to add 2 cups of sugar. After we get a boil, we're going to turn the heat off. This is a 1 cup measure, but let's see, I know I gotta. All we're doing now is just waiting on this to boil up. Shouldn't take long. Like I said, I like to keep things wiped up. And it's even thickening, this chocolate. Let me show you. It's thickening pretty good. So as soon as this comes to boil, we'll be back. Okay, now you don't have to sift your flour, but I'm gonna. So we got 2 cups of flour we're gonna add in here. Get it mushed in a little bit, help out. So we got 2 cups of, we're doing 2 cups of sifted flour. You don't need to be sifted now, but I do it anyways. Whether it's bleached, unbleached, I don't care. I just like sifting it to make sure, you know. I really use up my flour quick though, so I just want to make sure there's no lumpies. Okay, so we did that. We got that out of the way. Now, we need 2 cups of sugar. So we got the 1 here. 1. You don't need to sift your sugar. You know, that's just more work for you guys. There's 1 cup, and here's 2 cups. 2 cups sugar. Quarter teaspoon of salt. Let's see if we can find my measure here. Well, yeah, here's a quarter teaspoon. Everything's good with salt in it, especially when you're baking. And another thing, if you're using yeast, make sure you don't put the salt on top of the yeast because it'll kill that yeast. Alright, so then I need to add the cocoa. Let me get up here a little bit. Oh, it's hard in the scooter. Alright, so get this out of the way too. We'll put that over here. Get us a little bit more room. Looks like I'll have some dishes to do today. So now we want to add our melted cocoa. That smells really good. Melted cocoa in there. I just want to drink that. I don't really care for cocoa, but I just want to drink it. I love the smell of it. Okay, so I'm going to use a mixer, electric mixer. You can use a KitchenAid if you wish. Make sure you start off slow. So in here I got my cocoa mixture, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, and a teaspoon of salt. Now you can turn it up a little bit. I'm going to stop this and put you guys back on the tripod. Okay, hopefully I got you guys in the right position. So you probably want to just beat it for a couple of minutes. And then that way it'll kind of cool down just a little bit. Alright. Now, we're going to add, that's alright. So we need, what'd I say, a teaspoon of vanilla. That's my homemade vanilla. We'll set this in here. Oh, that vanilla smells really good. Mix that up. Also, what I like doing is, let me make sure I got it. There we go. Is, you don't have to, and this is not necessary. It's probably best without, but the kids like it. And I'm going to add a heaping spoonful of peanut butter. Let's see. And mix that all in. Now what we're going to do is add our sour cream mixture that we made in that separate bowl that we put aside. That's this. Sour cream and egg. Looks like I got some sour cream at the bottom, so we'll get that all out. It's all going to mix in on the mixer anyways. And remember, run it on low first. And also, I want to stress on the clean hands. Make sure you got clean hands. Back in the day when my grandma, you know, they washed their hands, but it was in between what they had to do. I don't really recall them really pushing the issue about, that was my great-grandma, really pushing the issue about clean hands. They were the type, oh, we need homemade remedies, which is fine, you know, to get sick, if you get sick, just homemade remedies. I'm going to scrape the sides of this down. And hand washing wasn't really a big factor then. I don't recall them saying, oh, go wash your hands. But, you know, we're talking back in the 60s. Alright. When I was, you know, like if we went in her cookie jar, which I have here, by the way, it looks like a baker's. And it's like that cookie jar, like if we went in that jar, she never really put the issue about, oh, go wash your hands, honey. get you sugar cookies. They were so delicious. Yeah, I think that's mixed up pretty good, if I say so myself. Get that mixture out of the way as well. And see if I moved you guys. I hope not. Alright. So we want to put this in a 9x13. Remember, cooking spray, fine pan, whatever. Or if you want to grease and flour it to take it out, that's fine with you. Alright, I'm going to pour that all in there. And this is our cake itself. And we're going to wind up putting this in a 350-degree oven. Make sure your oven's preheated at 350. And we'll probably have this in there. We'll check it in 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes. And you want the toothpick to come out a little moist. You don't want it real dry. This is going to be a moist cake. So with that toothpick's got to have just a little tiny bit of wetness on it. You know, like when you pull it up, the cakes can... How you pull a toothpick up and it comes out clean, you want to see a little bit of cake on it. Just a little bit. And our frosting, this is almost like a Texas sheet cake. Our frosting will go on top when it's warm. I'll show you how to make that here in a minute. Because when you do sour cream, you better do it right. A sour cream cake. It's a good idea to do it right. That way your family can go, wow! And you can put this on a jelly roll pan. I mean, that's totally up to you. Make like a Texas sheet cake out of it. Alright. I always think weight's not whatnot, so you know me, I gotta get every last drop. Kids ain't here. I don't have to worry about them getting hyper by eating the leftovers. Alright. Put this over there. We're gonna go throw this in the oven. 350 degrees. I'll set the timer for 25 minutes, 20 minutes. It depends on your oven. So if your oven cooks slower, 25 minutes. But mine cooks a little fast, so I'm going to check it in 20 minutes. And make sure you got a toothpick or some kind of skewer or something to stick in the middle. Alright, we'll be back. Oven. I open up the oven when I got ready to preheat it, because I always got to check the oven, make sure, because you never know what's in that oven. But when you preheat it, you'll get melted pans, fried pizza, or burnt pizza. You know, you never know. They use it for storage a lot. I gotta admit, I have too. But so I had to clean it out, and I'll be darned, there was a Little Caesars pizza in there. So they must have had pizza last night after I went to bed. So we're gonna wait on that halfway through. I'm gonna have the mixture ready for the topping, which calls for powdered sugar, 5 tablespoons of milk, some vanilla, butter. I'll give you the ingredients when I get this. So I'm gonna clean it. We got 1 stick of butter in here, and I put a little, just a tablespoon of peanut butter in there. So the peanut butter is not necessary, so at all. You don't need peanut butter in any of it. We just like peanut butter, and it's got protein, and I need the protein. Alright, so we're letting that melt, and then I'm going to add, in this cup, I'm just using my used cup, so 6 tablespoons of cocoa. 6.5 actually. I always do 6.5. And we're letting this melt out. And then I think we can add the cocoa. here in a minute. I just want to get it melted. And then it's pretty much melted, except the peanut butter. Well, the butter is a little bit longer here. And I'm using the same pan I cooked the cake in. It's got some chocolate in there, but that's fine. As long as you got most of it out. I'm just not gonna sit and do dishes all day. So this is my recipe. Now, alright, so now we're gonna add the cocoa. That in there. And we're gonna add 5 tablespoons of milk. We've only got a few minutes left on our cake timer. So, and then I want to add, once I get this all melted in, and I've got 4 cups of sifted powdered sugar. To me, it looks like it needs more milk in it. Took it off the heat. Oh, that was getting pretty warm there. Well, I wet that up pretty good. So I might need some milk, but I don't know yet. So I've got 4 cups of sifted powdered sugar. You know what? Let's put this in the mixing bowl I used earlier. That'll probably be a little bit easier, because I want to use the mixer with it. Beat this thing right up. I love that non-stick pan. It just pours right out. Alright. Put this. Put it right there. Sorry about the powdered sugar all over, but you know what? We love messy stuff sometimes. And it isn't going to cook good unless you make a mess. So let me get this all stirred up and I'll be back. Okay. I had some of them mixed up. I did have to increase the milk, so I went tablespoon by tablespoon. So far I've got 9 in there total because of the peanut butter. So you want it a little thinner than regular frosting. That way you can spread it on, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to add, make sure you add a little bit of vanilla, probably a tablespoon of vanilla. Tablespoon of vanilla will be good. That'll also thin it up too. You don't want it real thin. Oh, there's my cake. Gotta go check my cake. Okay, Google, stop timer. Okay. We'll bring our cake in here and frost it. Look at my mess. Yay. Love messes. Not. Clean this up later, so. That's the joys of doing it, making a mess. Alright. Get everything out of the way here. And we'll go get the cake and we'll be back. Or check it. Okay. Didn't realize the camera was still on, but alright. So now we spread this all over our cake. Because you want warm cake right out of the oven. And this way it'll seep in a little bit. Now remember, the peanut butter is optional. You just have to add a little bit more milk when you frost it. And with the cake, you don't have to put any in the cake, but I'm just doing that for flavor. We're going to gently brush that over. We want to make sure all parts of the cake get covered. I'll scrape this out in a sec. Can you guys see this okay? I want to get all this cake covered. You got to do it pretty quick because that frosting, once it hits that cake, it'll try to, do I want to say seize up? It'll harden up, that's for sure. Alright, so now let's see if we can't put some of that over here. And my cake looks lopsided. It's because I got the pot holders, one sitting up off the, one pot holder is not, it's kind of weak. I got good pot holders, it's just, I'm not using them. Anything I'm drawing and some. Pretty soon I can't do that. Alright, so, didn't take that long to get it cleaned up, got dishes done. And I can see I got a mixer. I don't know why I cleaned the table already. And always clean your mixer down. Any kind of mixer that you use. You don't want any old cake stuff caught in there. And these vent holes should be clear too. I have to get one of the grandkids to run a toothpick through there, not very far, but just to make sure they're clean. Okay. This mixer is pretty much wiped down. You want to make sure you got all up underneath because you don't want any these holes. These holes here, you want to make sure you get in there. Alright, now we'll be back. That, my friends, is going to be a sour cream cake. Now, that little hump here, that's from moving around in the oven. You won't get that if you just leave it alone. So, all the frosting, a lot of it went down in the corners. But, whether you're a guy or a girl, you can do it. You can bake. You can work on things. You can work on your vehicles. I just can't because of the scooter right now. But I can do the best I can. And I can even get inside my scooter, or my truck, to clean the inside and hook up some electronics, but other than that, I can't get up underneath. I have to have the kids do it or the family. Okay, but that's, my friend, is your sour cream cake. And let's see if I can get a quick picture of it. Okay, got it. Alright. God bless and have a great day. Okay, so I sewed up the shirt, made a cake, did some laundry. I got one load that needs to go in the dryer as soon as the buzzer goes off. And, you know, what guy does that? I planned it, you know, there's a lot of guys that do this. I know there is. And with me being a stay-at-home papa, I've got to do it. You got to get it done, even if I am in a scooter. Men can do it too. You know, I know women can, but men can do it too. So there's a lot of things women can do, and they can do it good. So we've got this. The kids and everybody's been asking for this, and I do not like it. I don't like the smell of it. I just don't like it. So I'm going to have me some beef stew. I found some beef stew that I made and I froze. I'm going to have beef stew. They're going to have little choy sweet and sour chicken, I think it is. So they love it. It's pretty reasonable at Walmart. I can't remember what I paid for it. $6, maybe $6 to feed everybody, because I'm going to cook it with rice. I don't like rice at all, but and certain things I do. And then I got a couple kids that want noodles. So I just might try some tonight instead of the beef stew. If I could have it with noodles, I'd probably be better off. I just don't. It's not that I don't like it. The rice don't like me. I got to read the directions here. And the direction says stovetop directions, microwave directions. Ooh, I like that. That zapping tool. I usually don't use the microwave. My mom never used the microwave. And I've been starting to, I almost threw my microwave out because I do not like microwaves. But the kids do for popcorn and, you know, melting stuff. But anyway, so it says microwave. Separate cans, empty contents of small can. Contents of small can containing chicken and sweet and sour sauce into a microwave-safe bowl. Heat on high for 2 minutes. Stirring once. Drain and discard liquid from large can and rinse vegetables. Add vegetables to chicken sauce. Mixing, heat on high power for 3 minutes or until, oh, I'll just microwave it. Huh. That's weird. It's not weird, it says for authentic, delicious, and easy Asian recipes, please visit. Okay, sweet and sour and meat. So what's in this? It's probably scary. Serving size, 1 cup. What? Servings per container, about 3. Ooh, I might need another one. So, maybe I won't have none, I don't know. It's got saturated fat, it's got calcium, vitamin C, vitamin A, total fat less than 65 grams. Sugar's 25. Well, oh, let's see. We can see something down here. Water contains water, bean sprouts, celery, carrots, red bell pepper, water, chestnuts. Ooh, yum. Bamboo shoots. Yum. Baby corn, less than 2% of salt, sugar, ascorbic acid to protect color, citric acid, and flavor. Well, I guess this is what we're going to have. I've got 2 cans left of that, so. Alright, well, this is Michigan Mike, and God bless you all, and if a woman can do it, a guy should be able to do it. You know, they might not do it as good as the woman, but the guy can. And I believe in equal rights between women and men. So when I'm on my videos, I don't say, okay, ladies, or okay, gentlemen, ignore the women. That's just something you don't do, because everybody is equal. I don't care what color, what nationality you are, you are equal. Okay, fat, skinny, small, what is it? Short kids, fat kids, even kids with chicken pox, oh, hot dogs. Arm or hot dogs. Okay, I'll let you go. God bless.